Another day where tech stocks get sold off hard as the Nasdaq drops another 3% today. S&P dropping 1.4, and even the Dow dropping just a little bit of only 0.4% today. But the VIX, that volatility index, up 12.22%. And you're asking, what is causing this massive sell-off of tech stocks? Again, that seems to just not be able to catch a break at all. Well, the 10-year yield. Everybody's talking about the 10-year yield, and it continues to rip tech stocks a new one. Climbs over 1.7% now for a 14-month high, and even the 30-year rate briefly topped 2.5%. The Fed expects core inflation to hit 2.2 this year, and it's just not looking good. Inflation is going through the roof. We've seen massive $1.9 trillion stimulus plan enter the economy, and those stimulus checks are getting claimed now into people's bank accounts. And, we're just seeing firsthand, the impacts of this. It's not just free money that's being brought out. It has a consequence, and that consequence, unfortunately, is destroying the market. It's causing hyperinflation, and it's causing these yields to go up huge and people just to absolutely dump all tech stocks. So obviously it's rough right now. I mean, you're talking the yield at 1.72%. That's just it's insanely high, especially from what we were used to. And the realization is that in the fixed income market is really around commitment that the Fed's policy is going to be easy for some time and allow for yields to rise. And that's not a new thing, but it's happening really fast, a lot faster than expected. We expected this to happen, months and months down the road, not now. And a lot of these growth stocks are getting hit hard. I mean, we look at stocks like Tesla down 6.9% today. Companies with high PE multiples are getting slammed. And, stocks like banks are going up a lot, because they're the ones that make the money off these interest rates. So it kind of sucks. The big banks, of course, Wall Street, they're the ones making all the money, and the average investors are the ones losing it. So it sucks. It's awful. I'm hoping this rotation is going to end soon. I do believe it is. I think a lot of these banks are just way overbought. And a lot of amazing tech stocks are just getting slammed, like absolutely slammed. You have Apple down 3.5% almost today. Just getting killed, almost dropping under $2 trillion market cap again. And it just continues to fall and fall. I mean, we look at it, and it's really been struggling. We even look at it year to date. It's from its highs, the stock is down well over 15, almost 17%. From 145 to 120, that's over 17% down from its highs. Amazon, same thing. These good companies are the ones getting absolutely sold off hard. Again, we look at where Amazon is from its highs. It's down about 15% from its highs. So these companies are down a lot, and they're going to continue to get sold off if these yields just continue to increase and people keep dumping good quality stocks for banks. That's what we're seeing right now. We're just seeing a massive amount of selling in heavy tech stocks, and everyone's just putting that money into financials. They think financials is going to overperform. They have been overperforming this year, obviously, with tech going down and them going up, but I still think long term you want to invest in quality companies that have a future, that are continuing to grow year over year, innovative and solid companies. So I'm not too worried about everything. I mean, if we look at my portfolio, I obviously took a pretty massive hit today. We were down almost 8%, but I'm not too worried. A lot of my stuff is long term. I do have some short term stuff coming up pretty soon, like these apples right here. We're kind of screwed on those because it's March 26th for a $130 strike price, so we're probably going to take a max loss on that. But we're already assuming that. We're taking a max loss on that. These Amazons, I really wanted to get out of. The April 1st 3160s, there's still a chance for that. But the 3200s look very unlikely that they're going to happen. So, but I expect some of these other ones to be fine. Then we have our long-term Apple put that we sold as well for a 2,500 strike price. We're already down 10% on that, 12% on that, pardon me. Massive big loss today. Unfortunately, that sucks. But like I said, it's a 2,500 strike price. We're not sweating it. It's next June. So I think things are going to be fine. I'm not too worried about all of this. So, like I said, we're just going to keep it in check and go play the long term game, because the long term game is what we're doing. And like I said, I expect, if everything goes according to plan, by next summer, year and 3 months, we'll be sitting at about $130,000. So that's really what we're looking for to do, just playing it long term. But I'm not really too worried about this whole massive drop off. I mean, it sucks obviously for people playing it short term. I mean, we're seeing a lot of like stocks like NIO, again, just like Tesla, taking massive hits. And it was all really towards the end, after Powell started speaking, just big sell-offs. And like I said, we're in these hyper growth stocks. Those are the ones we're seeing it in. The Teslas, the NIOs, stocks like that. Even stocks like Shopify, they were down even a little bit today, 4.47. As high PE multiple stocks, those are the ones going to get sold off hard. So it's a great buying opportunity long term. I wish I had money. I'm basically in a margin call right now. I have not a lot of money to deposit, and it's a little scary. That's why I'm a little worried about it, but I'm not too worried about that. But I'm positive, and I'm positive about the future when it comes to these tech stocks, and that's why I'm loading up long term on these. Obviously some of them are in the short term that were from a while ago that we transferred over, but a lot of these are just rolling out super long term. You got January 2021, June 2022 on those, and then obviously we have some for May, June, and then obviously the next year of 2022 as well. So overall, playing it long term, because we don't know how long this could last. It could last a week, it could last months, it could last a year. And with Congress not helping us at all on this, actually being on the opposite side with tax increases. Tax hikes just came out yesterday, and that's obviously not good. We talk about I spelled tax wrong. Talk about that. That's not good either. For the market, we don't want high increased taxes and increased regulation in the market. So, the White House is not in the market's favor at all. The Fed doing everything they can. Jerome Powell is trying to do everything he can, but sometimes you can't when you have hyperinflation happening, yields increasing. Like, there's not much you can do. But I mean, that's what happened. That's what we knew this would happen when we had a blue sweep. Obviously, they're not going to be friendly to the market at all. And you take that risk, and unfortunately, I'm paying for it. I had faith in the system that it would work out, but sometimes you take losses, and that's what happens. So we're down a ton, but I'm still fine long term, as long as everything goes according to plan. But we'll see what happens. But obviously, these huge tax hikes that Biden's implementing, of course, is not helping out at all, and inflation going like crazy from all these excess spending is not helping either. So obviously, I think most of the bad's already out. I don't know how much worse it can get. I think it's a great buying opportunity. Now I'm just going to continue to do. We bought a bunch yesterday, but we don't have any more money, so we're going to wait till we free some stuff up. When these expire on April 1st, we'll have about 10,000 or so freed up, and then we'll be able to use some of that to hopefully sell some more Apple puts or Apple put credit spreads, one of the two, whatever one we can get the most money out of and be the most bullish on, we're going to do. So anyways, guys, I hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a great day. Obviously, it's pretty rough, but let me know what positions you're in and what you think about the future of the market, the economy, what you're eyeing. So let me know, guys. Like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.